Thank you, Mr. Co-Chair, and distinguished colleagues from the European Parliament and the delegates from the Caribbean. Today, as we engage in a crucial dialogue on climate finance within the Caribbean and European Union Regional Parliamentary Assembly, we found ourselves at a crossroads. The urgency to act on climate change has never been more pressing, and the need for robust, equitable finance mechanisms has never been clearer. Developed nations have pledged to support developing countries in their fight against climate change, committing to significant financial assistance for mitigation, adaptation, and addressing loss and damage. Yet, as we stand in 2024, these promises remain largely unfulfilled, with a notable shortfall of the annual $100 billion target. This gap not only hinders progress, but places an undue burden on those least responsible for climate change, our partners in the Global South, especially the Caribbean states, small island developing states, whose very existence is threatened by rising sea levels and extreme weather events. The Caribbean region, rich in culture and biodiversity, faces unparalleled challenges. The adverse impacts of climate change exacerbate existing vulnerabilities, making the call for accessible, adequate, and fair climate finance not just a matter of policies, but a moral imperative. We must address the structural issues within current finance mechanisms where loans dominate over grants, pushing countries further into debt, and where a disproportionate focus on middle-income countries leaves the most vulnerable behind. The European Union, as a global leader in climate action, must take a proactive stance. First, we need to ensure that our financial commitments are met, and then we should try to exceed our expectations. We must advocate for grants over loans, especially for adaptation and the loss and damage financing, to prevent further indebtedness of climate-vulnerable countries. Furthermore, the path towards a resilient, sustainable future requires innovative financing solutions. These include leveraging green bonds, enhancing the role of the Green Climate Fund, and exploring debt for climate swaps, ensuring that these mechanisms prioritize the needs and voices of states. To this extent, I agree with what colleagues Aida was saying about the using of nuclear in the region. I also come from a country, Italy, that rejected that technology through a couple of referendums where Italian people decided not to use a technology that we consider extremely dangerous and expensive, while we think that investments in renewable energies would be better. In conclusion, let our discussion today reaffirm our commitment to a people-led partnership that places equity at the heart of climate finance. Together, we can build a framework that supports the Caribbean and other vulnerable regions in transitioning to a sustainable future, ensuring that no one is left behind in our collective fight against climate change. Thank you.